And welcome to Sunday special show. For first timers, it is a three-part multifunctional seasoning. You'll be on to the dailies of today, the 30th day of March 2025, and thereafter we'll be on to Productivity Plus. And after that, we'll find time to discuss our tradition. We have so much to talk about. And so, with those three-part seasoning we got for you on the program you call the Journalist Hangout, others prefer to call it Sunday Special Show. But I say it is the Drive Time Tonic called Memories 96.5 FM. I am Anishok Nkerwem. That's not the issue. The issue is we'll hand in hand go through the newspaper stands and take up the hot stories that are trending and making headlines for today. Suddenly, I shall be looking at the newspapers alone. I got with me a seasoned public affairs analyst, commentator, and a regular voice on talk shows on radio. Memories 96.5 FM. Otueko Ekera, it's nice to have you on the show. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Oselo himself.
Yes.
It's good to be here with you once again.
Once again.
Yeah, and then thank God it is the end of the month and God has kept us throughout till now.
All right. And so, how was your Mother's Day today?
It's a beautiful day, always. That is it.
Okay, it's always a beautiful day to behold the mothers come out to celebrate. And of course, there are great wishes from you and I to your mother and our mother, for those that have one. I don't. And I don't know how you feel if you don't have a mother. But certainly I was nurtured by one from Cross River to Calabar. So I still have those, those beautiful strengths. All because of my mom, she was very special while she was alive. And I don't know how you're treating your mom if she's alive, but if she's not, okay, then sorry for that. Okay, it's Mother's Day, no doubt, and a lot of gifts are exchanging hands today, from the father, from the husband to the wife, and well, you hold such a special place in my heart. Some people would say you always have supported me from the very first day, raising me look a lot of patience. Sorry if I drove you crazy sometimes, but I only do that to people I love. I appreciate all the sacrifices you made so I could succeed. These are some of the wishes. Some friends are wishing out, are really wishing their mothers. Okay, away from that, let's go to the newspaper stands and find out what's up from the dailies of today. All right, and okay, I also have with me. Let me introduce him as well. We'll be talking on Productivity Plus. We'll be discussing the police, career and as a profession. A lot of people are so scared when you hear that word POLICE. They say, police don't come, everybody will take over. So it's a profession. A lot of people are looking up to, being part of the Nigerian police force, and also a lot more people are looking at, playing their parts to ensure that. They assist in crime control and also to play, to assist the government in making sure that, crime is reduced to the barest minimum. All right, I'll be talking with ACP. I'll come to the full introductions pretty soon, but just stay on with us. It's a very special person to us. And so we'll find time to give him the right introductions, lest he will be offended and he may take us to where we may not have money to, bail ourselves out. Though they say bail is free, but he's going to talk to us about how free that is. Okay, yes, I got with me here in the studio ACP Joseph Udo. He was born June 5, 1966 in Edward, Offord. Joe, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Don't worry, police is your friend.
And Ben is also free. Okay, so we'll get to that much later. But for now, while he's waiting for us, let Otueko and I, take you into the newspaper stands, around the newspaper stands, and find out what's up from the dailies of today. Okay, today March 30. From the Punch newspaper, we have this story. Natasha Osauro adds Idibia to her name on Instagram. Idel Fetre Tinubu hosts Wike FCT delegation at Asher Rock. Alright. Still on Idel Fetre remains civilized, seek knowledge, cleric tells Muslims. And there is this other one here. Nigerian boxer Olanrewaju dies after collapsing in a Ghana fight. Ida Fetre, governors, lawmakers congratulate Muslims, preach unity and tolerance. Okay, Otoeko, this one, Tinubu hosting Wike FCT delegation at Ashurok. Do we have a committee of ministers that
well, we don't know who is controlling who. Like some people will say whether it is Wike controlling the Aso Rock now or whatever. But it is a good thing. Our governor here is, I think he hosted the Muslim community. We see that across the globe. Even I think the King of England hosted the Muslim community over the same Idel. I don't know the full name, but I think they hosted most political leaders globally. Do that to show this interfaith. Relationship and some kind of dialogue to show that we can live together. It's a proper thing to do, to create, especially in a country like Nigeria where you have a lot of heat going on. In Akwa Ibom here, the governor is said, I think I just watched a video from the government house where he's supposed to host our Muslim brothers. I think they did that today or whether tomorrow or so. But I think something like that is going to happen yesterday. Okay. So I think it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing for us to have all those kind of things, and I hope in this the dinner or the meeting they are going to have serious issues about violence and insecurity and the problem, the faith-to-faith problem that we are having would be talked about. Looking at what is happening in Edo State, I think we should be talking about the violence we've been seeing. The killings, the attacks, to see how we can sort that thing out. We shouldn't be telling ourselves that it is a climate change, it is a lack of what do they call it? Grazing, land for grazing that is causing the problem of the violence between herdsmen. Because the attack in Edo State, even though you are coming to it a little later, is simply due to the fact that there's so much attack on the local communities, the farmers in certain states. In Akwa Ibom here, I've had friends of mine who have been attacked and nothing has happened to, we have not seen any kind of, checkmating these things that are going on. I have that situation in my own village where the cows will enter the farm, eat a lot of those crops planted by these farmers, which is their means of livelihood. And at the end of the day, the boys, after warning those people over time, they now held one cow and killed it, and they came in and arrested almost all the village. That happened some few years back. So I think a situation like this, we need to see that kind of conversation being brought to the table. We hope they are not just talking politics.
Let's take a break and take a commercials, and we'll be right back. the newspaper headlines review and all of what the papers are saying today, most of what they are saying today. Now, Otuego, there's this story that is quite trending and is quite pathetic. The House of Representatives has condemned the senseless killing of travelers in Urumi, Edo State, and called on security agencies to bring the perpetrators to book. 16, for your information, is no more news. 16 travelers of northern extraction were on Friday attacked and killed in Urumi when the vehicle they were traveling in was set ablaze by an irate mob. While reacting to the sad development in a statement issued recently, Akin wrote to me yesterday. The House described the killing as a grave violation of human rights and the rule of law. What's your thought on this?
On the first instance, it is very, very bad. Violence is not good for anybody. Some of those men may have been innocent, we don't know. And their parents, fathers, their husbands, their uncles, etc. And for them to be killed like that is quite wrong. But that being said, I think we need to ask some certain questions. Why are our northern leaders seem to be, there's a kind of double standard. This is the first time we have killings in Benue State. Up till this moment, as we are standing now, there could be some farmers who have been killed in Benue. We had killings in Plateau State. We had killings in so many places. We had Deborah Samuel who was burned to death and by an irate mob. No northern leader came out to condemn that act. They never asked. In fact, the person who committed that act came out on social media, took pictures and said he's the one who led the mob that did this. Till date, not one has been caught. Why is it that just now they are just coming out? All of them, virtually every northern leader I know is out talking over this matter. I think the human life is sacrosanct. We should respect persons, no matter whether they are of the same religion like our own, or they are from the same, not the same from our own, not from the same geopolitical zone, or whatever. Human life is human life. We should have respect for it, and we should do our best to make sure that whatever happens, whether the person is not of our own religion, whether he's not from our own zone or from our own ethnic group, we should respect human life and do our best, no matter the situation, to protect anybody.
Yes,
so,
yes.
So that is what should be done, because these persons may not have been victims if all over the country we do our best to protect people, whether they are of our own or they are not of our own. You know the point, because we've been having cases of indigents of Edo State. We have people crying. Again, Ebode, for example, is a place in Edo State that I know, and we've been hearing of farmers being killed in their farmlands, and nobody said anything. You see the point? So when you create this kind of situation, there's bound to be a reprisal. You understand me? When government is not doing anything about this, and when leaders are not saying anything about it, there's bound to be a reprisal like this. As bad as it is, we need to look at the root of this problem to see what we can do to sort it out, not to play it on the surface or to keep silent when it is benefiting us, and to say something when it doesn't benefit us. We saw coffins of people in Benue State. There was a pogrom, ethnic cleansing in Benue State, and we never heard a word from any northern leader. It's quite unfortunate that we are two-faced. We operate this kind of double standard, which is not good for the country. We need to see leaders of every extraction come out to condemn any kind of killing, whether the killing of Christians or whether the killing of Muslims, whether the killing of people from the north or the killing of people from the south. There has to be a kind of a universal condemnation of this act. That is the only way we can bring peace to this country. Outside that, we are still going to have this kind of situation repeat itself time and time again until one day it can get out of control the way it is going.
No, I guess I don't guess so. Well, following the public outcry over the gruesome killing of hunters traveling back to the north in Edo State, Governor Monday Okpebolo has suspended the commander of the Edo State Security Corps (CP), Friday Ibadan retired, alongside all illegal vigilante groups operating in the state. Well, as a matter of fact, the statement also says that after a review of the preliminary report on the unfortunate incident Thursday, March 27 at Uromi in Esan North local government area of the state, which led to the gruesome killing of some vigilante or some travelers. His Excellency has ordered the immediate suspension of all illegal vigilante groups. Is he suspecting, the vigilante boys to be,
Certainly, I think he wouldn't do that if he does not have some basic information about what actually happened there. But again, we need to understand that those guys were filling in for something that was lacking. When you suspend everybody, I think the best thing is to find out who did those things and do the needful. To suspend the whole structure, may leave a vacuum for criminals to exploit. So I think we need to be very, very careful about this kind of suspension. We shouldn't allow politics to take over everything. We need to do what is right. Let the police go after the people or the persons involved in the killing, arrest them and do the needful, prosecute them if you have to. But to say you want to suspend those things, they were created for a reason. So if need be, you need to do some kind of restructuring of the different groups to see whether they can give to the states what it was actually meant to. But to do away with them in a fiat like this, it's too much of a fire brigade approach, and it doesn't really help us. Fire brigade has never helped Nigeria in any given way. So the governor needs to sit down and very rationally get some advice from his security experts to see the best way forward over this issue. To just take an action like that with a fiat, it's not in the best interest of this.
All right, listener, you can dial 0803 085 7755 or 0809 066 6909. Your views can also be heard on the show, and we'll be glad to have you. All right, on the sporting angle, Nigerian boxer Olarewaju collapses and dies during a fight in Ghana. Well, tragedy struck on Saturday as a former national and West African light heavyweight boxing champion Segun Success Olarewaju collapsed and died during a fight in Ghana. Well, he was fighting against the Ghanaian boxer John Mbanugu at fight night 15 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League at Bokom Boxing Arena when he suddenly lost consciousness. It is understood he was ahead on points before he slumped.
Yeah, I think I saw clips of that fight and how he slumped. I don't know. Boxing is a very dangerous sport to some certain extent. I think of all the sports, it takes lives of most of its participants more than any other one. It's quite unfortunate. We don't know what really happened. We hope when they do the autopsy, we will really know whether the guy was ready for the fight or not. These are some of the challenges if he had any kind of health issues before that fight. Because what I saw, the gentleman was not actually hitting him. He just fell down on his own. I thought it was some kind of a flurry of punches that made him to go down, but nothing like that happened. So we don't know whether he had some kind of health conditions that wasn't properly being looked into. But may so rest in peace, and condolence to the family who have lost him. I think he was just 20. He wasn't even up to the upper 20s.
Yeah.
Quite a young man. I'm quite unfortunate that his career has been cut short just the way it has been. But there's really nothing anybody can do now. But we hope that better preparations are done going forward instead of allowing things to go like that.
All right.
We can't be losing smart young men like that.
Okay, still on the sporting and in fact the boxing lane, former world heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman has died at the age of 76 after a decorated career as an athlete, a pastor, and a businessman, and a boxer. In a statement yesterday, Foreman's family wrote on Instagram that the boxing legend had died surrounded by his loved ones the night before.
Yeah, a great boxer.
Was a sportsman, got a pay tribute
yes,
to him,
yes.
right?
I think I watched the Rumble in the Jungle in 1974.
With Muhammad Ali.
So yes. It was a great fight. Some people call it the greatest boxing match ever. And he came back again. You know, after he retired after that match, about 37 or so, he came back to become the world champion, and that was a great feat. And he didn't die like, you know, some boxers end up in penury. But this one, he went into some good businesses and made good money out of it. And I think he has left some good legacies to his family. Became a pastor, I tell you this. And one of the reasons he came back to boxing was to be able to take care of the needy around him. You know, so but he died. He left a good name behind. That is the beautiful thing.
All right, with that good name, we have also left a good slot on the show. Thank you very much, Otuekom Enquiry, for being part of the newspaper segment of Sunday Special Show.
Yeah, thank you for thanking me.
All right, you'll be listening to Otuekom much later on Gospel Trend at 6 o'clock this evening. Thank you. Now you'll be on to the next segment of the show. That's Productivity Plus. It has to do with career counseling. It has to do with you know, being productive, being profitable, you know, useful to your society. And if you're already on a profession, how to make it bigger and better. Stay with us, and you have these tidbits on Sunday Special Show. Global news update, and the after hour tradition still on the show will continue, will be yours if you're listening, and we still expect your calls on 0803 085 7755. I had earlier told you that some people are very afraid of the police, you know, of the police force, the members of the police force or men in uniform, and most people say they are not really, you know, very friendly, but the police insist that they are your friend. And I got a friend here in the studio who's going to talk about the police profession, police and policing. And he is, for your information, a native of Akwa Ibom State, attended a Fort Jubilee School and Asuta Nekwe Comprehensive School initially, before heading to the Nnamdi Azikiwe University in 1999. He read electrical electronics engineering, and he also currently pursuing a doctorate degree in peace studies and conflict resolution at the University of Uyo. So he is grounded to talk about police and policing. Let me welcome ASP Joseph Udo to the station. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's what they say.
It is rather ACP than ASP.
ACP Joseph Udo.
Thank you very much.
That's right. Okay. According to information written as you joined this force, Nigerian Police Force, precisely in 1990, and rose to the ranks as serving in various operational, administrative, and leadership roles. You're also known for strategic crime fighting initiatives and intelligence-led policing and effective management of security. In all of this, how would you assess the security situation in Akwa Ibom State?
Akwa Ibom State is one of the most secure states in Nigeria. I can say this again and again and again. And that is why we see a lot of people are streaming into Akwa Ibom, and so many things are going on. Our governor is doing very well because the state is secured. A lot of groundbreaking is taking place in the state. So as it is, Akwa Ibom State is very, very secure. But let me let you know, it will be better than what it is, because the Commissioner of Police, Alhaji Baba Muhammad Azare FSI, is not lying low. He's doing a lot of things to make sure that Akwa Ibom is more safer in the next future, very soon, than what we're having now.
Okay, thank you very much. Would you say you are really comfortable with the role the police they are playing right now in the society? A lot of people seem to have lost confidence, in the Nigerian police force, based on the recent activities and other criminal or criminalities associated with the force.
Nigerian police force is one of the organizations that cleans itself. The police does not joke with any of its members that are into crime. And that is why you see a lot of policemen are being disciplined, a lot of policemen are being dismissed, a lot of policemen have been dismissed and charged to court. And you can have other organizations that something will happen and they try to cover up, but definitely not in the Nigerian police. Though we still have some mischievous ones, but they are being removed and cleaned up. So I want everybody to have that hope that very, very soon the police will continue to improve, because police is our friend.
That's right, and that's why it's written there, just as close to the bail is free. So how free is bail when you get to the station? Is it still free, or do we have to negotiate for it?
I will want to talk about myself. Bail is free. Throughout my stay, I try to make that working. If you have any need to come take somebody on bail, the only thing we will insist is on having a reliable surety. Reliable surety means somebody, if we need that person, a suspect, and the person will be produced to us. Paying money for bail is criminal. Paying money for bail is not something that should happen.
Yeah, part of what your profile reads is that you are an expert in crime and criminal investigations, as well as effective management of security challenges. Which of these challenges would you remember as having been very tasking while you were in office?
I have done a lot in intelligence. Intelligence is something that is very tasking. Tasking because one is expected to know what is about to happen. We call it proactive. We are supposed to ensure that nothing happens. Prevention. Just like we will say in the health department that prevention is better than cure. In security department, we want to prevent a crime before happening, because it is better for everybody. So it has been very tasking for one to stay in the house, in the office, anywhere, and be able to know what other people are planning to come and cause havoc. But intelligence-led policing is the best type of policing. And because this has been brought into Akwa Ibom, that is why I am very, very proud to say it very loud, that Akwa Ibom State is the most secure state in Nigerian Federation.
All right, we have, youths aspiring to go into the force, the police force. And what messages would you want to impart? Would you want to tell them, or would you want to advise? How would you advise them to get? What do you want them to put on the table before they get in there? Most people think, okay, as soon as I get in there, I'll start making money. When I get in there with my arms, I'm okay, I'm good to go. Now, what message? How would you advise a new police officer on how to sustain the service in the Nigerian police force?
I am going to take this question from two angles. Anyone that comes into the Nigerian police with the mind of making money has made a mistake. I am not saying that police are not being paid, but policing is a job that is done for humanity. Policing is not a job that somebody comes in today and become a very rich man tomorrow. It doesn't happen that way. Policing is a job that is done for humanity. Those that comes into the police with the mind of making money always have a way of going out unceremoniously. But I will equally want to look at it from other angle. Now, for us to be able to do policing very, very well, we should bring in the best that we have in the society. When recruitment is done, it is people that comes in for recruitment that are being taken in. But if we allow the criminal element, yes, we do everything we can to weed them out. But if some of them end up coming into the system or into the force, they are not trainable. So I will want to talk to our parents. I will want to talk to our church leaders. I will want to talk to our people. Please let people that are good come in to join. These are the ones who will be able to train. These are the ones that will be able to save humanity and save the society. We want people, such people that will want to go to oil company, such people that will want to go to banking industry, such people that will want to go to other big ventures like the police to equally come in to join. But police is a place that you make a lot of friends, you make a lot of goodwill, you work very well. I want to say it, and I have worked in Akwa Ibom for quite a lot of time. I have really enjoyed being a police officer. I have made a lot of friends. I have a lot of goodwill in Akwa Ibom State, and I am sure Akwa Ibomites are listening to me. Assistant Commissioner of Police Joseph Udo have walked around for some time, and I have a lot of goodwill. That is the only thing I have. I'm not a rich man, but I have goodwill in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, if you are just joining us, this is Memories 96.5 FM, and we are taking a look at the police force as a career, joining the Nigerian police as a career, as a profession. And of course, being a policeman entails so much. And I got with me here ACP Udo. He is a police officer and an ACP for that matter, are known for his strategic crime fighting initiatives and intelligence-led policing, and currently he's on his PhD. ACP Udo, PhD in view. How would you assess criminality then when you were a constable and now that you are an ACP?
Criminality is dynamic, and because of that, policing is dynamic. The way crimes were committed some 30, 40, 50 years ago, I still remember when criminals will want to come and steal, and even the cause of trying to break into somebody's house, and they hear somebody coughing, that is the end, they will run away. But we don't have such type of chicken criminals again now. Criminals of today will even send a letter to you. They will tell you the day they are coming. They will tell you the time. They will even tell you go and bring in battalions of whatever you want. So we are equally having criminals that use technology.
Okay, let's hold it there and take a commercial break. We will look at the technological policing.
For Kickback FM, now listen you for the Memories 96.5 FM.
So we're going to equipping. Is the police force really equipped to do their 0803 085 7755 or 0809 066 6909 to be part of the conversation and to be part of the program. Your views, can be heard if you dial these numbers, and we'll be so glad to have you too. Okay, for now we are on to Productivity Plus, a part of the program Sunday Special Show, and I got with me here today, we're discussing police and policing, and I got a professional here in the house, ACP Joseph Udo, PSC, PhD in view, a former commander, State Intelligence Department, SID, Akwa Ibom State Police Command. Okay, let's discuss, let's talk about your experiences while you were in service. Let's share your memories of the Nigerian Police Force when you were actively in service.
Policing is the best thing. Policing is the best thing because it is service to humanity. You have the opportunity of rendering help, giving assistance, and working for humanity. I used to look at policing as working with God, because God is the chief security officer of the whole universe, and God is the one that is providing security and safety, and that is the work of police, providing security and safety as well. So I take it as something of pride. I take it as something that gives me a lot of happiness when I am able to be of assistance to anyone and to everyone that comes my way. Policing is one of the best jobs that I think I would like to do if it were possible to start all over again.
You would love to do it again and again.
Again and
okay,
again.
now
and again.
if you are letting the card, if you are not letting, or you wouldn't be letting the card out of the bag, how do you hope to share or spend your retirement plan, or what's your retirement plan?
Fresh air. I am going to breathe a fresh air.
Put the boots aside?
Definitely so. The reason is that policing is 24/7. A policeman that does his work very well is always on duty. Even at midnight, anything can happen. And when there is any fire on the mountain, we all know what to answer. Run, run, run. That is policing. So there is no time that you say, I am going to rest. No. Policing is all, it requires everything. So now that I am retiring, this is the time I'm going to take in fresh breath. And probably all those sleep that I've not been able to sleep well, I will take out time, God's willing, to have that rest, to have that sleep. But what will not stop is, we used to say, soldier come, soldier go, barrack remain, and old soldier never die. So I'm going to still be useful to humanity.
Okay.
I'm going to always give my time, myself, to be useful in whatever way God will bring towards me. I will continue to do what is good towards humanity.
Okay, are you hoping to play some consultancy services if approached?
Definitely, that is true.
Okay.
And like you have said, yes, I am currently honing my experience on peace and conflict resolution, peace studies and conflict resolution, up to doctorate level. Yes, I am about rounding up my PhD program.
Wonderful.
The essence of it is that I will be going into a lot of security consultancy. I will be doing a lot of conflict resolution, crisis management. I will be doing a lot of mediation. In fact, I intend to open up a mediation center. And to cap it up, there will be some sort of security training, both for public and corporate organization. I want to retire. So I'm retiring. My understanding of retiring is removing the old tires and fixing the new tire. So when I said retiring, that is what I have in mind. All those old tires will be removed and kept aside, and I will put on a brand new tire and the journey will begin. But this one will be done without the hustle and the hassle of 24/7. I will work when I am supposed to work. and I am hoping God will help me to equally have a little time for my family, because they have really missed me, so that we will work together.
How has the family been very helpful to you while you were in the service?
It has not been easy. My wife in particular. I came back a year and few months ago from Niger State. And you know, Niger State is not a day's journey from Akwa Ibom. There are times I will stay for very long without being able to come home. My wife has been one of the best ladies, one of the best women. Without me, she had to take care of 5 hefty, fine, handsome, and beautiful children that God has given to us. And I am very proud to say all of them are doing very well. So I really appreciate my wife, the children, my relatives, my in-laws, all my friends. All of them have been very, very fine.
All right, and also, you know, yes, today is Mother's Day. So I'll give it to your wife today. Mama, wherever you are, we're so proud of you that you've been able to put the family together while Oga was away on national assignment. Now, ACP talk to us about your experience and skills in the police force. How will that affect or come to bear in your civilian or private life on retirement?
Definitely it will. We always see some companies, organizations will want to employ people and they will say 5 years experience, 10 years experience. So definitely experience is very, very necessary. I think I have seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I think I have seen the rotten. I will be able to decipher this. I will be able to bring out all those good experiences and memories that I have to deal with people and situations.
Okay, you have a call here. Let's take a call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Hello, you're welcome. Good afternoon. Okay, you can try again. We lost that. We've lost that call. Well, we've not lost the caller. Okay, so you can try again. Let's continue. Yes, you are on to your retirement plan and how you intend to, you know, spend that out of office.
I had said I will continue service to humanity. So this is going to be one of my hobbies in addition to others. I will be looking forward to see how I will continue to be of service. I will continue to give in my energy, give in my experience, give in my knowledge, in fact, give in everything that God has endowed me with. So I want to inform all my friends. I want to inform all those people that we've been working together in Akwa Ibom State and even outside the state. That same ACP Joseph Udo that they know, even though retiring, putting on new tires, is going to still work with them. So they should feel free to reach out where there is any need, where they feel I can be very useful. I am ready. We will be working together.
All right, ACP Joseph Udo is, you know, opening his arms wider to, you know, welcome any invitation that has to do with consultancy or some state or national assignment again, or sundry issues like that. Okay, now Joseph, before you go, from your profile I found somewhere you talked to us about Josie Shield.
Thank you very much.
In a minute.
Josie Shield is a security service limited, and Josie Shield equally have a training center. It is something we intend to do, like I said, my continuous service to humanity. It is going to be an indigenous security service company.
Okay, if you go into that, then you'll be paid for advert. Anyway, just let us know what this will constitute part of your service to, you know, humanity.
Yes.
All right, let's hear you briefly.
We want to see how all the experiences I've gotten in security, all the experiences I've gotten in safety, all the experiences I've gotten in working with other people. We want to see how we bring in this.
Give it back to the society.
Give it back to the society. That is true. That is true. So that is about Josie Shield Security Service. And to be able to do this once in a while, I want to see how giving back to the society, we want to do something about Safe Neighborhood Foundation. Safe Neighborhood Foundation is an NGO that we will be reaching out, maybe to school children, maybe to unemployed, maybe to so many other people. It talks about safety, it talks about security, and we know when you are talking about security, definitely safety comes in. So this Josie Shield Security Service and Safe Neighborhood Foundation, that is what I want to use and see how I give back to the society, give back to my community, give back to all those people that have been working with me and helping me to reach where I am now. I want to see how I impact on each and every one of them positively.
Thank you very much. That's a noble and a patriotic advice to everybody, that you are free to join ACP Joseph Udo and learn a bit from his wealth of experience. Thank you very much, ACP. If you were listening to us, I had ACP Joseph Udo, PSc, PhD, a former Commander, State Intelligence Department, SID, Akwa Ibom State Police Command, as my guest on Productivity Plus today. Thank you very much for joining us. And one last thing, I guess you have 365 days behind history. It's your birthday today.
Not quite. Not quite a birthday, but it is a day to remember.
Okay.
And retirement is something very, very sweet. It's something very, very fine.
All right, thank you very much. It's sweet and fine, and we hope to join you. It's been Anifshon Kerewem alongside SCP Joseph. Stay on for the global news at 5, and thereafter we'll continue. Good evening. Where the news go?
The time is 5 o'clock.
Your song, your station, playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. On my favorite station, Memory 96.5 FM.
Yeah, anywhere.
What do I do?
Your name? What's your name?
Signature?
Yeah, signature. What do you feel about the station? I love memories. I've invited him to come and talk security
Please,
with
I'll
us.
come. Please call me. Call me. Oh, give me something that is better. I want to write this one. This one should come out.
This is better. This one is better than.
Okay.
Sorry, please. It's all. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Every man.
Call me anytime.
I will. So they
Call
call
me anytime.
advice for
Forget about
security.
transport. I don't want transport. Just call me anytime. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'd like to have your number. We'll call you. Security challenges, security situations.
See my 2 numbers here.
Okay. When we have security issues, we'll call him.
Please call me. I am free now. I can talk openly.
You can talk with him. Oh, my mama take this. She wants to go on the news. Oh, she wants to go on the news. Yeah.
I'll tell her that I'll come again.
Okay.
very special Sunday tonic of memories 96.5 FM. I am Anifio Kunkerewem, and that's not the story. The story is that we have had newspaper headlines and review. We've also had productivity plus, and where we discussed with a police officer on how to be a policeman and what are the requirements and what are the expectations of you as a policeman, and eventually when you retire, what do you look up to, how do you give it back to the society, and what would the society also remember you for. You can see all of these into that productivity plus. It was quite revealing with ACP Joe Udo, and right now Ado Mukangen Nanyikudo Ndu Kangen, that is our tradition. Mina kisi mi suganyen seme ndu kangen mempo kangen Mike I was sokoni abanti yemi fefre imemme wi frem bo kangen abi frem bo kangen aga ge bi nam dion aga ge bi kene bi kene ke mi mo no bi kene ke bi onyo bi kene ko mi so butet bi kene ki du on kon ne do me te bo mi ne ke kama do du me be ne e du me yo iswa ba iswa ta iswa na iswa to me kai abram fen ne je mi de on ba what mfana me menye the regular person say my tie me nyung de pem po sere do mboro ni mai de say ete oku sen oku me dio ba de
so
bo kan fana ke do Mother's Day ndio me mana mampo Mother's Day ne menye ka me dio me bi na
ka me ma pa ndio ke sen bi mother ke ndo
ayuro okay ma Kristo de ke yuro ini ese mo ba me menye ini ese yo ro ke tu broka me ye wa ma myen form outside ko non ko song ni na ke Ibrahim ko I ko sen ka afum na fo ke ko ini about how was your Mother's Day?
It was okay.
Okay dear. Ente ke na
Yes, you know, you know.
aba o ma no mama mbo
You know anything.
I'm after okay
ni buku so ke state
go down
ni mfana ke ya
ka giro ye ba bang tio o sera ye mi ku nko ma mi ko mention si ko nyum bam bam ko busam ya ma ya to e ko number bi ko do ipu ita ipu ita itune itiaba itune mbo ipu ita ipu ita itune itiaba itune aha ofoko anyeko ipu ita ipu socket ipu socket ipu itioke do socket ipu socket ngebo gedo ipu ita ipu socket ipu itioke do socket ipu socket me nomba se me bi na foke ne tang ko sunu yo ko ma yemi ku di ongo senyi tang ba ngam fele yemi ne gen se musenu ruan ni nye kere ke ya oku wana mnyini di ongo senu ruan ni nye ga ndu bi ma tang urwa bi yo ge ro itia ba and yo Bomepo ebo ka mi mori tia ba to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, ko ga Saturday. Ameni na ri tia ita ko ya na mi ni dio ma free tia ita do. You phone kere ke die se kere da no, ye se kere ada no. De me ke mi bomba ke na. Oku ya to o se no do ku ka ngi na me ri fa ngi to ku ro dio.
adi ita
Ita da mo kere sen. That book is in Gamboy Tiaba, City Tiaba. You get it all.
Okay. You see, we might be on Bommy, Ketan, Tombono. Abante, Edica can make it in Tebo, as an Anamasian. You come Magai Buseni, Ita for Ribon Fuseni. I mean, you come Magai Buseni Tiaba for Ribon Fuseni, Ita. When they get to Moseni now. Ano ku useni na ado munege ano ku ne ku check uwe me ado ngboyebo e mai bono ya aneke bono we come makare bo a balance so now ku se rimboro mi mewo mo e banga ke udo e come makare bo ethnicity go on now these people e kere rimboro mi differently because if I have ethnicity, location. This group of people, then it's more about who fro can then they want the water, saying you're paying it as second young, you don't come boggy. A baby okay, plain for on Tim Kenya. I will find it I cannot, I will find it I Mikumi, I will find it I can west. I say plain in side, you came so okay, it's a word out me a planet okay and go we can Good. So this difference in Nikatemi Ado in line with nine BB I say the rimbo. That means a rimbo ma foko says if foki what me. So for my yem ndina anything ana kene me ufokong bomb ma haturo fon yefo. In Nico Macarebo astrology. Mpo nyinidi di onge mfene miero that ke ofyong okono yun tanta fyong uten uweme na isanga ke isanga mempo isanga mempo nyong aba nteke ndo ibibio amni ndo tomo fori rafa ke na meti yo ke mndo tomtore sina mu teku teke ndubi aba osoga dibo te bina mata usiere aba ra bina ma tege bina ma kono yo ma kamire mtaha because in each movement uteneno asoga kopong bobo no soga kobuso soga kopong bobo no soga kobuso. So intelligence if you are of nidan target that's ada a bit say the fucking asama ba ada say for you ayem I am all close for you. So if you mind a simple understand now, you see what I could that ke of your utenemi, me one bomb keep button to and ke mine I come to get san to am I is an war in deda ado to tumpong and ye come out with me bon ado my bon get 1,000 si bon in young be fun. I would now do be a call. So if you send me video because if you get me what them I don't done mental. And I go upon I be fought if for say the witchcraft and me fear we benedi for say the tango bambun see the young boy tt get in boromi more again and bomb me ebono in onion a bounce in a robo in onion now say
about Senator Obo.
Inonye na useni bari de mebo.
De mebo yogiba.
Ana useni ta ado fiongora.
Fiongora na yogita.
Ana useni na ado de ta.
Ado de ta yogina.
Abo yori inonye ne eta.
Eta.
Abo yori inonye ne de meta. Abo yori inonye ne fiongeto. De ne di crown anye up ye aderebo. Ado useni jai ita. So fiongo kadoke nyeka in circle. Right?
Okay.
Sirinam no avante anyesi la ke that's at extra one day ke useni ikom makaro that ke yedi chaita nguru ichiawa so na afangoro so ere ta agbero Monday mfan uru afene bigero ke Tuesday uru afene bigero ke Wednesday uru afene bigero ke Thursday uru afene bigero ke Friday kenta one day ikom makara ni ke ngangen ndi I mean komagani kemi bibio ndi complete cycle monko so na bando so the best way to for when for kene ata mi bibio
no ke for usene for bata for usene I bibio nyini nyega mi akina kido ata bana kono sen afono wi kama nti akero kamba ga frusa ni tia obo
ku frera ke ibibio inangam kenda ibibio ma bono no ria ogbono ekene nwa ekene suma ntoro eno pan ekene udo ekene togoro. So that arrangement there for skokado I hold in order of essence. Obo oropan asantero so umiang ndutom isong ibibio mepan ndutom isong ibibio asobi ket na manye kusen obo
bon ndutom ibibio na musena bo
ironte ekwebo ke obo do pausen ke other days are more important ke yero more important than other days because now these days I am obonuntero mirong eni usene mo ke nyong ebene woda girong modo kwa usenero ke binanga ndo mirong mo megero ke bo megero ke mebo megero ke fianto megero ke suta usengero what am I bo in general practice. Usen sineki resonate generally inong bibi obo fiongoran edereta and fiongoito.
Okay.
And you get resonate akene mendo tom si begenyen generally.
Men children do them. Okay, ja tang ke ba men do men do them them so me ke dong me so no to me ke me kinam ke me bo mi.
Nde bomi ndu tom akpan ebo nde akpan ndu tom ero ibo nso mpo ibo etom moye ke obor then kusong iban eni ndam ayodo akpa kusong iban etom moye ke obor then sado gam mempo bore manami mini ibo ndam idiom ekweyon afia wani yang ibo ubo ibo ke ndam ibo olo pana no wode ndam ado de ano iba ke bo ki ba mi ero ke idiom ami usui tie na wanye ke fio ngora musulo we na wanye ke fio ete usulo we believe ke fio aran ke bene na mbengi den fio ete ke ikongo kwai. Good. Then, this young one, majority of EBBO, on that day. The few people in outside that day don't do be moment to which is a day after Fiona.
Oro why don't
Kwairong to pore aba.
Jangan apa?
Aba musuki ngayon ngayegero usene mwage wuko ada ngayege nambe ben ito kuyo mo. Ege yung anyem mebo yarok kebo. Yung benesen. But this variation are very scanty. You don't tell kwairong ara mani majority of the BBU. It means it ineke is center on Oboro, Fiongoran. Then a quello dereta, Adeta in a variation anywhere, and then TBB beggy BBO, Adeta Lucen, and all. In the Bebo and Canaan celebrate Mother's Day. I'm in Canaan, I'm in Binam North Yawan. Can you go to a cafe? And you do this Mother's Day in Tango Iwan. Afraid, but is song BBO. And I'm going to tomorrow. Get it. Then, bonzizi bene idiom ika fionito fionito which is a day before the last day of Useni of a week. Then ubang pasoke fionito. So in general mendutom sibonoro mbontinyang eso kana manye kedereta osado nyebege mbommel abege mbommel ena manye ke adereta so ndutom basically aneke fun kedereta.
Okay, if you are just joining us, we ram ke poko ke utai konfo kumnyen ke Memories 96.5 FM. Ndio yemero nema ukangini kama ke inagi du ngai mai semendu kangini mai kibanti fefre. Ndio iro ti fefre ngoro idio itong ebendo ngwe di won nyin ni ya men nyin mi fo ibena yako. Meni bi mo manyi mi kama. Meni mete bum nyin ma ya ino nyin. Ero ni dio ke na preserve ni ya ino bi ke ne ke nyin wa we ma ni ke te bum ke te sef. Ai ke ke na bi na mi du wem ke me mpo ti entum. Now every nam di nyin mi wan nyin fana mi. Edi on fon ndu kangi that is mi wan nyin fun e son po senidot. Ema tum me di ufok. Eto ma kana me fon isene ke se ke me o se de mo ba sene be fon isene uso wum fo. Atwa. Aha. Ade mo ba sene me ta nya na ko to ma ko mi wo bi bana mi. Atotinwa. Aso sari ko. Mendo rentero. Then e temni dia mun tu seren soran to me sene bop ke to nai no wo ben song ne bom mio. Aha, ke na ke to dia. Ira me ku da tra to bas wana to ngora. E be ke lo ke me.
Anon dia do nya o ko mu kan no o ke nya da se abu ye e ka yan to. Wo
di te. Ntina me ke ro ba.
nte minsi tanga gefe msira ko mewumbo ke uswana me uswa ni sabi kete ire mnyem fenemi itego nyem ayo ke ne se mewe kworo ke suru for obasi kworo ke politics kworo even te go from where in so many other things I for say film I create my own Bonu should film me a lot of money. Is to film Iswana. I can bob a shoot now the talk I wanna a movie at 1 hour 50 minutes. The talk I wanna from minute 1 of the movie to 45 minutes of the movie. Then a settle in 5 minutes movie. The question is afufu tiege sena nitoe ka wane kana wada ayo abi dry to ngpo kana yinu ka arpo bang timote o iro ngpo nge ketege film ge yine ka me yemi na mam so ngpo mi ado a serious programming be use come makara ido order na me kana mewe tie akana ayinu ka maybe ke kere wana ye miro anyeka kana yara go fen o ya fiene sa even if ya wana mi uno fieno afoba mfun pong ame na atame abane te wani ka iphone do whereas ufudi ho ge suro de on fien all of these things then ken sine amme mutemetieti I'm telling you the truth I want to fo onion men sini fang sitange ko no rimbo nina no wodi on ufon sang upo yem kan ufon usang iban kan ufon ukene fong isen yang no mporo isong wode ne atoko o me umana adwok me ngbo yem
ya ke bante au ni hello yes so ine kamerio bây giờ con phụ phật phật đi họ cái mà ba sự cái bông cô trai còn phụ má mấy cái này cũng sẽ chẳng mua cái đấy để ra mấy cuốn nhìn tôi xong một mà nó cuốn number ok bông cái number của mình
good cái no wrong number
em ai điểm cái đấy nó mà phiền nhiều
or from our car because I walk from account number straight to your phone. To your phone. I'm very certain. Get number you buy it no.
819.
Am I no? So check. Am I send number? Am I send unless cross check make it send to the wrong number?
Yeah, check if it again no wrong number.
But am I send to the numbers?
Một cái song cái suy trai cái bà đi ho cái mà ya nhẹ sẽ đi ăn phân ok nhẹ sẽ oh yeah hello ini kami kamu ok quên nhớ rồi không quên rồi ba dia mấy kamu oh yo nhà mình để mà bỏ phân Mother's Day oh sen nu forget rồi ya cái chọn à Agora coi vale na bo me na bo así yo
me foi no aqui como que não aqui não capitão dele já foi não me mais en que nhang chizo
amen me na bo wo nye bo ki bo e ma bo mfo so ni so ga nsu mi nam si kan
ma bo ke me
that's all amen that's all right so oku na ba ro cái sự mà trai coi ba mình đồ mình đi undi đi ăn nhìn qua đi đi mai đi ba pro về phía cái cả phụ đi xem gì cái số đi yes nó cái mình cả đi mình giờ coi phone nó đến cái trai coi Việt Nam đi hiện tôi nằm
se inga song bodat ke on telephone nam no me we kat nam po fana mo ibi siyo ngidem ikbong te inga song bo ke awon di ya fa ma ro ngidem a phone ti asang kang ikbat a phone ti bởi ra ui mai nam another thing game xem bị tăng mi này cần tăng cái tay còn cần adorat ke meken boy ka ge so ge me ini nyai do itu e ke si ro kan ni borat ku dia sine nang ke si bo de de ngon tero bon tam bo so ye nang ke cha re yem no diong ai de ta ye nang ke ana afu ku yem no anien song ide me ti na diong bo ke de pere mbri boro kan ana se fu bene pere den fu adon po fon no me te ni ke si ta ko e pa ke ta usong e de mo do ke ira mi me ke ken to you know 20 something 30 something ni tu ngi a ke ni se ka me so e de den iri ro men du idi ndi dia nte mi nge so kon sa ku song ding ke song tang ko mo fan me ba ga bi ma ka adu doctor medical researcher asgon do ko min mpo na se nyini nam no nyini ko ni dong gidem ku song di dia me ku song ibo ke do ma ro gidem nyin den our immune system idi ngoke so ye te ngon wana ama wana mpo mo wani kiti ikani iso anyen go dong ke mendo itie awa so ye ko dong ke mitie do mpo do ke sene do pe ne te ngon fana esaknya te ngon fana mpo to kam to ngon fana itie na ya to ngon fana mempo ntero kedo mfiok nampo ibo no mi na mama atoro nyini si meni bo ide bi bo imen ke mento ku murang ro ke no nyin mempo no nyini pang usok ma atoro nyini si ide bi bo so ke ni tong ya ko ariong abora ke ndiria si fon ikanara ye ke ko mo ma bo fe ndi ara mo asine ki ko bo brother sister so
mani bo kan di dai ku ina ke fon
sa anything if ko tena ina me mai diong mai ke mai dong ki ko e kop e dong ke na ke pa e kop I fon no won ti ke ki dem
usok I fon ne do fa
sa ngo min tang ki ko I ma ri ba bong I ba kan di dia e diong e mai dong ki ko ở đồng kê bạc e bon te sa chit e lo afon
ma ga ba
iba
me ya na ma ukara abong ni na e tu mo no bu ya fre we tu ngi wang
abasi
bokom bo ke me ko
fu ya wang fu bokom ko ya diong se fu ke san gi song ya diong se fu ke
diong ma
I'm telling you even a town enemy nyini misi tang senunen mi man senunen ti song
buro me kro so len se
asie be me sen kino abiro di andum aye me ble ana kokse bokke no ya fure bunene mi adi oktuju ameri on some weeks ago or let me say sometime last year came I launch a new breed of unen ini ngwa kidem
ko toro
ebo ke di person ne ke tang ya fere we ko kem pom ebe ne ke na me no me Africa especially Nigeria unene mi ni ege
me begere
ile ngba that is then ebo kunene mi ura ibaita ke do seta ke gbon to fo imagine unene gbon ura ibaita ina
adiasu
ne ke tan ke ka Nigeria o ngo ma ro ri ndi tan ni ma am po si te mfia we ni pakano e ke ne boita udong ma di mpong afu so bi bena ko to e kriye min ki tiero ni de udong nya ni ye bena ko ye mo so
turo
nzi sene ke fundi be ni town en kang ni ni ro ke ku ogboni onen me di ogboni o manu nen I duo pot kenselu ne nudoro o manu nen duo pot nselu ne nudoro asokoro before ti don adama ti ko won go don before adama ti ko won go don before adama ti ko won go don afo tan selu ne non di tom fo ntin selu ne fo no wo gidemo u yang na obi an ntenu ne ni do ntenu ne ra nyi ni emi ro ma ko pesere ye bi ndo mo ntom atan se ne ro ma o te mo ko po anyi ne ro wo tu ntom ando fana wo ki me ro ne ro ma sa ke mba tang mình ta tạm mình bọn từ đó cứ nó rồi bỏ đồng cái sân nó này ai rồi mau tìm cái này như bọn mình chú nhìn tìm anh đủ phone đâu kia ít rồi ra để mai cái bọn mình ấy đâu ai biết được mang mình ấy nhìn chọn này bọn anh đi rồi cái chân sân này lúc bọn phiền ký bóc cú này mình cái gì cú nó đồng cái sân này đâu bị phụ bỏ ta so anh hỏi video nhìn đi cái sân sen tăng còn yang mới quay đi không nhưng mà mày đi mà mỏ anh ấy cố đi đi mà rồi mình sẽ bấm bù thì ra mình phải quay đi mà bỏ sa phụ mấy cái chia cái mi bao sen anh đi xin nhầm bỏ mình về mấy em nhầm phân mấy em nhầm bóng có mà bài nghe cái bộ cái nhầm mà mẹ dùm cái rồi bị men su ai mới so ama yang apa ini ke bawa yang mebon kangnya, amin ebo sano, ebon kangnya ni so, ama apa ini misi experience. So imagine, dah ke friend bon sisi ben pon di dia rogi dia kuai bawa ebo ke ni dia ika, ke wi ben ni rogi dia. Meri orang aku rai bagai mika nya.
Oku, kami saya awak masih yo. Mereka yes, hello. Yang mereka mau.
Nó xong sao?
Mereka cũng chẳng có chia bây giờ mà nói về cái video này, bạn bạn mà rồi nên mà nó cũng có ở bên kia mà để rồi. Mà nó cũng cái này đi như cái nhau mà nó bukan là video. Mình chụp con cái này mình nói mình, đừng nói là gì cả. Thì coi như này thôi, cuối cùng là ai đi tụi nó chơi toán chơi đi mà đi tập để đi video mà có lần còn mình mới chơi dùng đi đến video của chơi là mình con phụ trách. Thì cái gì mà nó dùng sửa để mà có cái để tôi nghĩ đến mình không có cần nhất. Thì tôi cảm có việc mà cái vẫn còn là có thể đi cái mà cái đi có cả. Nhưng mà cái kia thì cái điều mà cái mà đang để nó để đi sửa cái để nó cần như này đi nó có chẳng nó mà là
The song.
Okay, I've more that okay, yeah, listen, go for. Cái bài phết, nghiêm nó phổ điong about that cái video okay.
Okay, ya break the book. Ina mo ya tumiri.
Yo fokuru lo tang komi ibu itiaba ibu iba ita ition itiaba iba itioke inang itioke Memories FM ida ke ni no move from quality afrini
Getaway that redefines luxury. Welcome to the Castle Luxury Home, the ultimate destination for comfort, style, and relaxation. Located in the heart of New York, Aquarium State at Plot 5/9, Unit F, Ewen Housing Estate. The Castle offers over 100 elegant rooms, a state-of-the-art swimming pool, a pool bar, and a restaurant. Got everything you need for an unforgettable stay. To book your experience, call 0803-086. The Castle Luxury Home at yahoo.com. The Castle Luxury Home, the hallmark of service excellence. Managed and operated by Hotel Complete Services Limited.
Times are the times, and the music for your soul, your kind of radio. Right here, my one and only station. Memories 96.5 FM.
Okay, menabona sababa menyen we raro. Oku. Mako se kwatre wo ke kuro ke.
Mako be kam pon bu mo ke
Ta kamba so ya dio ma.
Okay, ya ito on thing. Ke bai fet. Politics Caribbean going on here. Irami, nyini ben ni mai boy bibio. Eta ngai ko ba mbon sirong ku yo, maybe esami besipo. E kan itam itu me the rest. Then the rest mai do yo ite na e kai song ite around e fuck. I mean e kedan the rest. See, I found yang in the common thing together. Then if you okay. Yes, there are what we call sub-tribes. Sub-tribe video that Kefomedo completely different. What it means is that Kefomeka Asang need to go pong to some mocha. So influence you want I mean I come for you but in you want for the different person. So in terms of Ndotom, okay, fuck, EBBO, Oron, Anna, even all, okay. Even to the awesome, towards in Kampa, Tam and the rest, okay. The boy also community come more so it is bono the same as Mebasiemi. So a bank boy video on Gero, Key Beganian, Tibere free Beganian, Go Ekbe. Me baba everywhere. Then the next one on here that Afiawan. As far as able video, I don't concern. Afiawan me put on one of our primary in them. Then I had the time go about move on the meme. My brother. You see, if you're on them no you see ben unnecessary undue glory, no on bon TV in here. Say check your Google, for instance, type Black Inventors A to Z. Then if you agree ban pose membubre wo, and then for the Bobby them for membubre we mine am afraid from me came memfia we can. The system I am non unicate wo can you even down in the school, civilization okay Africa. Ikama mathematics, biology, astrology, everything. Before fear word or the onse koru fa, Ninigiro go for on young, fear will get on by it. Then, in them frame our Android phone, you don't often become Mumiang with Nyan, idiot, Abubre working an Android phone. Even as close to a dose teremi, a dose of Philippe Miguali, I am no computer, and you use Kemi Mfenemi, Ado Serum Mfenemi. So, I for me free before Memfiawo, even at our yidem, Membubre will pay Memfiawo, and they, the mouse who do not throw the babies with the bad water. Coach on Memfiawo is even a yidemero. A day, Maya no one. I want a year, Maya no, I didn't see bono yena to do battery, then say you never found, ye be eat them a battery, and I will go wrong mountain, say you know. Ibonomi, even the Esinama white wedding me, can I Bobby could make bouquet. Ni Keneki fully canem pommy, I guess even a fault David. Kin indoor market, with a sign, book, flowers, book flowers in you. Eddie Bobby Toy and I have been a fact who found about my who forget him. Ama bottle one book who forget him. Ida me ban you remind me I'm dog we might come again do. A video on the same one. So in my racket I see but Melton boom me. You ask a bamboo because a media I bamboo because a me condemn, and that makes you already a condemned person. Even quite one thing in the army, we still have young inventors. Let me call names specifically. There are those Nteko and Media Manams, Apaneka, Ado the first known prosthetic flesh cover. Ayini bibiom, although precisely. Ayini bibiomi. Anam uba bakena manyeko. Afo kanu dion kiki bakeki. Then Eturaika had come up with a new meme so much go to come Macarami. And up boy on some Gaboy Panicana Mado after you so caring for Akbodo Ufa Bodo, you all walk the tower for. Maybe Ben for me for Ben made the young boy for the amen so banana for now. Nitoi bibiomi, Kedoroko Ntara. I was seeking Kodomin, in a man doing it on Muta Wuntero. Moirudama. And I'm boy titty, out of Butia. Now, I fear we're wedding body Ibonomi. I book a come back on or more with Sang Yang, aka young body book a Fiawana. The best robotic scientists today as we speak, Abu Brewo. The best medical doctor Abubrego want something Adebayo ask you nsegir iko makari code foetus I operate ask you the cancer tumor fanage ayenero as a prayer ma at messenger e ka aka ma ayenero ma aman atam memfiawo e kopino I say ufana boriba kewo aboke ni mo bitan iko iba muko mbubrewo afere we so ayi bitan iko banga ame mefia wo do eyibe kpumoyin eyibe kpumoyin etan iko na Edison the person that invented light bulb was Edison born kini Benin Kingdom egesi use kika so na nyini dion all of these things ma ribante nyini debe isineke kam
ado wo ke mendo anya mempo nyini ki kama ki duwem kini memakara mi ki wo mi dio wa we se tabo ke antira imai baba ndu kangine ma baba ke set me so makara di wo mi ari ke di wo mi nyini ba ante nyini ki baba ante wi ki baba ko mi mo ri bon nyim se mo ri ki ko na fun boy song nyin mo ben du te boy song nyin afre fun boy ben song nyin wa nyini ki ba ifet nyini ki ye ko che ki baba wi ki baba ne si ki dio mo
e bantero ntien kende me kworigo e wo kworigo teke memfia we get ipe nyin na ko ngwere mbo how dare you insult yourself so low kiro fia we ipe nyin gboro yes afia we get ipe nyin na we di come makare ko di come makara but before you come makara aba imaine ni emenyen nsibiri mmoge banga me all those things egesi de pe babu fa ebe na ewe ngbo ewe ngbe ena ma announcement ebo mitian ngbe imaine just that afia wogeri mo ika ni koro menyen mo te on ikpe nyine me mo ma atoro nyini ku de mpo ke nyine mo even iko ibibi onyini koto isi wete mfan ko iwere nyike no son makara ete isong all you spell is ISONG. So go SMG. Ngo iko makaro fia wo ya ko even the video on get say wo akoro no emo wo ndo bo say wo mi o. So afia wo ege beneme mo edi figure me nyinenam and that is one thing ana nyini dem me idio. How can you say that kese fia we no nyin afono kan say nyini kisi ni eden mfene mi nyini kpangan se akporo ma afon ta nyini ru wem na kisi ru ke sere ibo asuki wood ndiri asuki wood afon asuki wood are you even aware kenyan boy go to petrochemical or petroleum fabrics petroleum based fabrics even the residual of petroleum enanga if I see all of those things, what it does is that careful man be use and careful sweat ke and yes all leach.
Ya we want me say. Ine ka mi komo. Oh ne. Go put one other one. Okay so.
That's good. Grounding. So we were eating. Say and keep free pan for me and connections and you connect the part of your body to the floor of your feet. Ado for talk is on me. You are electrifying yourself. You are charging yourself. I'm making you when electricity and and the best way to get this electricity going out of Nissan get you. Ya you me and tum pop one do now do when ku yang no bianga. Ke you me ado there are several chemicals, several minerals that you can never get. Iba gen kwa iba. Or you boru no fin. Then about this energy keto akreto e kamba idun to mo yo ke ada abere. Aso oti ebere afere fun po me so charge then for san ki po iso on ken te grass am san ya pan for so feel more for you to understand that ke isa wo san ke me generate electricity elo ke memfia we na mampo na me make some countries like Japan ado we na the whole street do na me we san I saw generate electricity the whole city are using it. So usang ipan kaya pakumiao dama kire mewo. Aya nama anyi nung mga den ken ni tangi ko iban don nutomi irong nginem se egbe na mpo no sang kai para figi bu kam. But gusani pao ko dura iba kaya kam nda you are disconnected from this auric field ikom magaro that protects you. Protection for so fun usanga nkangi parado ana nyini demme inam se fun.
Alright, yeah, nakida my name is funny. My to me do wrong when program me. I do ndu kangen ke memories 96.5. Patre wodo. Ilo campaign ya sunu yo no ikani ko ni kibo mfan. Same komo. The song. Radio.
Igisi fun, igisi walk. And you went.
Ya to meet I go iba usang ipan ka mi son ding when my to meeting. Sa ne ke a wa we ko so in calls me but if I ba sa program when morong kan ka chi okay. Oku na ba ro ya idi wonam byong we ro e kai so ya se adunam ke so patre mi ko ba ya ba no ukang yin ke ba no kang yin.
Mbo ku yang no sene woru bianga fien. Ku ya sene woru bianga dongi demfo. Ma aturo afuriamo.
All right, that concludes Sunday.